Hey guys, welcome to my May vlog. I'm excited for this one. I am just coming up the stairs and my dad's coming around to finish the paneling. So I'm super excited for that. I'll show you a picture when it's done. I think he'll finish it today and then I'm gonna paint it whilst I'm on holiday. So I'm going out for lunch with Amy and this is the fit. I still need to brush my hair, but I don't have a necklace on. I feel like I need one, so I'll do that and then I'll be ready. Pet shop alert. Sunday roast. What are they drinks? Oh no. So cool, all this stuff. Look at the cupcakes. We're at the golf club. Morning guys, so we had a bit of a scare last night with Looney. She asked if I would share it with you. So we got home after being at the golf club for tea and she was like scooting her bum, but sometimes we have to wipe her bum after she goes to the toilet, just like the shape of her. So I had a look and nothing was there, but then her lady bits were really inflamed and it looked like it had a little lump on it, so I like put a cold compress on it, put some cream on her and tried to calm her down, and she was still scooting, but then like maybe 10:30 she started breathing like really like quick and fast, and like saliva was coming out of her mouth, like she was like really drooling or something. So I obviously panicked and phoned the out of hours vets, and it was the wards vet, you know, the one, well, if you're like from here, the one beside Asda. Luna. The one beside Asda, and they were on call, so they phoned me back and the woman was, sorry, Luna just keeps moving. The woman was like really, really, really nice. She was like, oh, we're not concerned about the lump and stuff because at that age they get like spots and things. I suppose just like us, but so she said not to worry about that, but she was a bit worried about her breathing. So she actually told me to give her a quarter of a paracetamol, like a human paracetamol. So that's what we did, and she said to call back in an hour if her breathing hadn't gotten any better, because she said Frenchies can get themselves a bit worked up, which, yeah, Frenchies can be dramatic. So I did that, which seemed weird, but her breathing did slow down, not like normal, but way, way, way better than it was, and she was actually managing to sleep. And then it was maybe an hour and a half later that the vet actually phoned back, like just to check in on her, which I thought was genuinely so, so nice. Like there was no need for her to do that because she left it. We'll call her back if we feel like we need to go. And she was like, you were right to call any like changes in breathing and stuff. So she was so nice and made me feel so just like reassured. So that was super nice. And today she is still scooting a tiny bit, but everything looks a lot better, doesn't it, Luna? So I'm relieved her breathing's completely back to normal today. But I'm wondering if it might be her first season coming up. So we went and ordered pants for her on Amazon because we stupidly threw out all of Lola's because we never actually thought we were gonna get another dog. So yeah, that's the story time from last night. Bit of a stress. So let me show you. This is currently the spare room. So we took these shelves down. So yeah, this is it at the moment. The carpet's a bit kind of used, but hey ho, we're gonna make it work. So the plan is, well, obviously we're painting Egyptian cotton, that is there. And then we're gonna put the dog portrait up there. We're gonna put a corner unit there. We're gonna put a beanbag here, a rug, and then Declan wants to put something up here for his whiskey, but not quite sure yet, so it might just be blank at the moment. I did think about maybe a mirror, but I'm gonna leave that one with him. Looney, where are you going? Because it's like, that's his patch for the room. So I'm gonna go for a shower now. Girls, shall we go and prepare for our walk to Granny and Granda's? Granny and Granda? For our roast dinner? They're like, shooketh. Come on then, up you get if you want to go. Come on then. Walkie to Granny and Granda's, Lola? Come on. Come on. Looney's not quite sure yet. She's just got a yak. Right, come on then, girls. Let's go. Let's go. Declan, that's...
Yeah.
Hey, it's Monday, bank holiday. I'm off anyway. I'm going out for lunch and this is what I'm wearing. I'm not really sure, to be honest. I wanted to wear these jeans, but none of the tops were doing it for me. But I think it's like, I like the one in, one out, but this is what we're going with anyway. Declan will be fuming that I'm filming in here because it's a riot, but real life. Yeah, I'm going to like Money for lunch with Fee, so I should really go because I'm not late, but I will be if I don't go now. Good morning. I'm just doing a little face mask before holiday because I've woken up today and I've got a spot here, here and here, which is just great. Lola, what are you doing? So yeah, I'm gonna go to the toilet, not that you need to know that, feed the dogs, and then I'm gonna get cracking with the painting. I'm seriously nervous. My dad got us dust sheets. So this is the room. Declan filled in some holes and stuff yesterday, so yes, exciting. I'm done, but look at the actual state of me. I don't know, it's all on my chest as well. Doesn't look that bad, but I'm sweating with spots. I'm just a mess. I'm not happy with it at all. I don't know, we'll see how it dries, but this is kind of it. It's hard to like even see. All that's still kind of wet because I went over that, but I don't know. Guys, I'm quite happy. It's hard to kind of take a video, but this is what we've got going on. We're gonna get a big dog portrait up there. Like I said, Declan's gonna put something along there for his whiskey, and then I think I'm gonna get a mirror, like here. This is nicer than it like looks. The only thing I'm sad about is I got loads on the roof, so yeah, Declan will hopefully fix that. But yeah, I'm quite happy. So just went to B&M, Asda and Matalan. So I got all these in Matalan. They all had 25% off, so I thought that was a deal. Pizza. And then I got this mirror from Matalan. And then, whoa, I bought this lampshade and then just this little side table. I don't love this, but I still like it. I've just gone round and put up all of our diffusers, but this one, did I not mess up? And like the cork is still in it, you can hardly see, but yeah, so that was annoying. But the room's looking, I'm happy with it. Got this lamp, ignore like that, but yeah. Then we'll have the dog portrait up there. Then we've got the rug, then we've got the bean bag. Then I just got a little table, and then I'm gonna hang that up, and then like I say, something's gonna go along there for whiskey. So yeah, not like amazing. It's a lot better than it was, so I'm quite happy. Dog portrait came in its ace. It's a bit dusty, but it's so cool. I love it. Free holiday drinks at the airport. I said airport, but we're at the hotel. I'm in a spot. Morning, holiday day. So it's 5:45 a.m. just now. Just going down to the reception because this deal that we got had breakfast included and continental like buffet will serve 4 till 6, and then thought somebody might be in that lift, and then like the cooked breakfast is served 6 till 10, so we can have fun between that. We want to leave at 6, but we decided to leave at like 6:20, so we get both breakfast. So I'm way down for the continental now, but Declan's gonna come down in 5 minutes, probably mainly for the cooked, but yeah, excited. We are on the flight. This is the astronomical clock. We're at a place where you order your stuff and it comes on a little train to your table. That's ace. Little lunch. We waited almost 45 minutes for this and we're done our wine. Parmesan me, baby. More. Way more. Literally just pour it on. Ah, sprinkle. I think I'm ready. Yes. We are in the Prague castle. Like, this is a courtyard area. I should have taken a video of the outside, but I'll do that for you guys. Look at this. I almost, like, I'm losing my sunglasses. This isn't a castle. This is a cathedral, I think. Look at that. We just climbed 268 steps up to the top of the bell tower, and I'm so out of breath. But here is one of the views from where I'm standing right now. It's unreal. Always there. There is a Christmas shop in the castle. It's beautiful. Ice cream sundae, homemade lemonade. We're at the John Lennon Wall. So we were on a tour last night, and one of the people told Declan about a cat cafe. Now, I don't like cats, and I'm actually quite scared of cats, but we're here and it stinks. Oh my god, one's just come out. It's literally touching me. Oh my god, I can't even show it. It's there. Ah, there's one behind me. I feel really weird, but Declan is so excited. We also had to change our shoes, by the way. don't think it's interested, Declan. Literally none of them are taking Declan on, and he's upset. We're on our retro boat. There's a bar. Now we're at a robot bar. So you just select and it makes it, I think. Are like famous in Prague. Look at this. We are on a boat now. We're at the Hard Rock Cafe and Declan copied me.
No, you got me.
We finally found the retro photo booth after not finding it yesterday. Apparently there's only 50 of these left in the world. This is she. Cute. So after a rocky start this morning and having to cancel Cafe Savoy for breakfast as I had a really terribly upset stomach, we chanced come in and we went to wait like 50 minutes in line, so it was fate. We have came across, this is a lift from the bridge. And I think this is a wine festival. You buy a glass and then you just go around all these. And there's some food and stuff. Pretty cool. We're in a duck shop. We're getting one for the dogs. I feel sick. So our last night, and we're sat in the square having tea under here. It's so nice. It's absolutely stunning. It's flown by. Spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Burger. I'm not sure where we are. So we never got into any of the anonymous bars because it's for reserve, which we never knew. Then we went to a weird underground techno place and now we're in Crazy Daisy. And this is it. It's really, really quite nice. We're in like a little corner table. Shisha? Hang on. Here are our cool drinks. And we got popcorn and shots. Salty, yeah, rubbish. Hey guys, so I have arrived back to casually scratch my head. It looks a state by the way, but whatever. Yeah, I'm back at mum and dad's without Declan, sadly, because I had to drop him like on the way home for something for work that he's got to do tomorrow, which is really rubbish, but I'm not gonna say hey ho because no, it's not hey ho. I'm upset about it, but anyway. But yeah, I'm away to get the dogs and I'm so excited to see them. So excited, especially to see how Luna is, because this is like the longest, well, we've only ever left her for a night and this was 4 nights, so it'll be interesting to see how she is. I know Lola will be absolutely fine because she loves my mum and dad. But yeah, I'm so excited to see them both. I believe as well my mum and dad have plated me up Wagyu steak pie So I'm so excited for that. I had to stop filming because it was too dangerous for my phone because we were just so hyper to see me, and I just wanted to speak to them and not film. So I've just been for the Asda shopping. Now I'm at mum and dad's to wash my car because it's so dirty, even though it looks nice there. But just to like jump in, I edited my part of the, oh my god, is my eye red? No. Yeah, the Prague part of the vlog. So I actually think I had food poisoning because of my symptoms. I thought it was IBS as always, but after how long it went on for and my symptoms, it definitely wasn't a normal IBS episode. But I can't possibly think what could have like caused it, because Declan and I had similar stuff, but my belly is sensitive. But it's Tuesday now, so it was like on Saturday when I felt unwell, and I still don't feel right. Like my tummy is still bloated and I'm still getting cramps, so I don't know. But yeah, and then I also mentioned in one of the clips that we didn't get into the anonymous drink bar. If you type anonymous drink bar into TikTok, anonymous drink bar Prague into TikTok, and you'll see it, and it just looked so cool, so we're gutted about that. And when we were on the plane, one of Declan's friends Snapchatted him and said, oh, if you're still there, make sure you go to this place, and it was the anonymous drink bar. So I would definitely suggest booking that if you go, but it was absolutely amazing. We had such a great time, literally from the minute we got there to the minute we left. And the upset stomach didn't ruin it too much when it was like at its worst. Well, I stayed in the room, so we had Cafe Savoy booked for breakfast at like 10:30, and then we were going to watch the football, and so we had to cancel Cafe Savoy because I just couldn't get up. But we did manage to go and watch the football, and where we were, the toilets were like really clean, and it was like a nice environment to be not feeling 100%, if you know what I mean. And then I felt okay come around tea time, like better. So yeah, I could not even believe how quick it went past. I'll pop in a list of things that we did and like things that I had on a list before we went to go. I made a list before we went, is what I mean, and I'll talk through like just briefly what was like decent and what was like not worth it. There was only one thing, to be honest, that wasn't worth it, called the Museum of Senses. I saw that on TikTok, and it was 600 of the Czech money, which I think is like £30 or something, but it was a complete waste of money. It was rubbish. But yeah, it was just genuinely such a good time, and I can't wait for Rome in August now. So this is my little list of things in Prague. Some of them were based off of like recommendations on Google, but most of them were, to be fair, from TikTok. So this is kind of what I like to do. I like to break it up, kind of any holiday. But I was a bit unsure of things in Prague, so I just thought I would share them. So basically we did the hop on hop off bus, which you see in like most cities, and the one that we did included a boat tour, and we just booked this whilst we were in the square with the astronomical clock. I'm definitely saying that wrong. So everything with a tick is what we did out of my little list. So we did the Charles Bridge, and then there was the climbing of the town bridge tower, which is on the Charles Bridge, but we'd already done a viewpoint at the castle, so we decided to skip that. And then the clock tower was the viewpoint at the castle. We went to the John Lennon Wall. The bubble point view was a TikTok thing, but we just didn't really have time to do that. The only place to eat I had noted down was Cafe Savoy, which was from TikTok, and that was like a kind of pastry and hot chocolate place for me. They did have meals, but that wasn't what I wanted to go for. Then places to drink, we've already covered the anonymous drink office. Then I popped in a clip of the robotic bar, and then the Vitopia train thing. I've popped in some clips of that as well. Then attraction wise, we did the retro photo booth, And then we did the cruise with our hop-on bus. We did the Museum of Senses, which I said was a complete waste of money, in my opinion anyway. It looks cool on TikTok, but it really wasn't. Then there was UV mini golf, which I just noted down because the weather was forecast to be rubbish, but we didn't need to go inside. The Sex Machine Museum, we ran out of time to do that, but we did walk past it like every single day and it was busy. And then Epic Nightclub was just like a nightclub that looked good, but we never really needed to do that because again the weather was good and we just kind of ran out of time. And then things not on my list that we did, a couple of things to be honest: the Lovelock Bridge, the Cat Cafe, which I wouldn't recommend, and then we did a ghost tour on the Friday evening as well, which I didn't rate, if I'm being honest, and I love things like that, so I would have a look. There is one that has like dungeons and stuff involved, which I wish we had did instead, and that, yeah, just wander and find stuff. That's pretty much what we did. It's a stunning city with loads to do, so yeah, enjoy. Oh, one last thing. We didn't book anything in advance except Cafe Savoy and the ghost tour. But Cafe Savoy, you probably could chance it because we had to cancel, and then we went even though there was no reservations, and we were just chancing our luck and we had to wait about 15 minutes and then we got a table. But yeah, everything else, certainly when we were there, you could just organise when you're there. My car is currently soaking in some shampoo and she's gleaming again, thank God. So I didn't realise how dirty I was, and I was speaking to people, neighbours, well, just like when they arrived in their drive and saying hello, and yeah, I was literally just gonna go and walk the dogs right now, but what a mess. I didn't even realise. So ITK, if anyone's heard of this, but a girl at Declan's work has it and gave him it, I think, and he says it's unreal, and I'm just getting into tea, so we thought we would get some for the house. And one last fun fact about our holiday. When we got on the plane to go home, the people in the row opposite us, turns out they were sat beside us when we went to Zante last year. They were kind of staring, and Declan was like, oh, that's who we met. But I thought he meant we met them in Prague. But no, that's not what he meant. And then they spoke and were like, oh my God. So yeah, they went to Zante on the same flight as us, and now they were in Prague on the same flight as us. And when we got off, I was like, oh, we're going to Rome in August, we'll see you then. Here we go. One other thing I wanted to say. If you're looking for something new to watch, I am absolutely obsessed with Station 19 on Disney+. It's like the Grey's Anatomy spin-off. I feel like I've mentioned it before, but I'm not 100% sure, but it actually does deserve a double mention, so yeah, it's just, I'm absolutely obsessed with it. I'm on the last season, and I want to stop watching it because I don't want it to be done, if you know what I mean. We've just hit a guy, excuse my itch, and my two were on the leads, and he just let his dog completely run up to us. Yeah, so this man let his dog literally run completely up to us. My two were on the lead. God, I'm still dirty. Oh my God, I actually went out like that. Anyway, and then, I mean, it was fine, but Lola put her back up a little bit. No growling or anything, which is normal for her. And anyway, basically, it was just bad dog manners. And I kind of shook my head because he never even said anything, like no sorry or your dog's fine or anything like that. And that annoys me. Courtesy if another person's dog's on the lead, if your dog's not, and it's going to go up to it, check, it could be on the lead for a reason. But anyway, and I kind of shook my head as I walked past, and the lady behind me went, I know, meaning she was agreeing with me. It was so funny. Which reminded me about something else I wanted to share. I feel like I'm just speaking randomness now, we were in Pets at Home a few weeks ago with both of them, and we were waiting in the line, and there was a guy, like a little boy, sorry. I mean, I don't know how old, to be honest, but like little, not like a babe, maybe like around 10, and he was with his mum, and he actually said, "Do you mind if I pet your dogs?" Like, he asked before just diving in. I mean, they were looking at him, they were clearly wanting to speak to him, but he had the manners to actually ask, and I just think that's so good. I said, "Thank you very much for asking. Of course you can pet the dogs." And I just think he stuck in my mind all these weeks later, and I think that's just really good manners. I was impressed with him. I just made Biscoff cupcakes. I did start piping, but the icing was like so thick for some reason, so I gave up. But yeah, they look cute. Go on then, Loon. It's for you to cool down because it's super warm. What do you think? Nice and cool. Go on, Lo. I literally went and got this from Mum and Dad's because it's super warm today and neither of them are interested. We've finished painting the paneling. Like, it's literally just finished now. And it genuinely looks so good. Like, obviously it's wet, but I'm so happy with it. Terrible video. I would say that's better, but it's not because it's so shiny. So this is maybe TMI and I don't really care. But it's Sunday, so we've got like a week of May left. I'm back to work tomorrow after an amazing 2 weeks off, and it couldn't be like more Sunday blues because, well, it's the time of the month coming, and I'm on a new pill, and I think this is like the second time I've run 2 packs in a row, and I have been, like, today's been awful. I felt hungry all day, and like this past hour and a half, I like can't stop crying, and like I just feel really agitated, and like I have no idea why at all. Like, I don't know what to watch, I don't know what to do. I feel bored, but like I'm not bored. I'm tired, I'm not tired. Like, I feel like my eye looks funny. It's because I've been crying maybe, but I feel weird. It's so weird. So I hope this like wisens up because I've had a bit of a journey with pills recently. But yeah, I felt like I needed to share that I feel weird right now. But yeah, so back to work tomorrow, and then I think this potentially could be the end of the vlog, so I'm gonna round it off, and if it's not the end, then I'll edit this out. But if it is, then thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my little Prague segment of the video. And yeah, June I've got like some plans, but then July is busy, and then August we're going to Rome, so hopefully the next couple of vlogs will be good as well. Thanks guys, bye.